Usain Bolt, so popular, knows what to do. He's so very popular, and he's one of the icons of sport, not just of athletics, in the world. But this next event, Tim, the 200 metres, is a cracker.
Well, it is a cracker indeed. Yohan BLAKE goes in lane 7, the same lane he had last year when he ran here in Brussels and came so close to breaking the world record. 19.26 he ran last year, and I can tell you conditions are better here tonight. Warren Weir, his compatriot, going in lane 5, is of course the bronze medalist from the Olympic Games. There's Jason Young of Jamaica. There's several in this race. He was only 7th in the Jamaican Championships, but the youngster made a big improvement this year, has a best of 19.86. Darvis Patton of the USA, he ran in the heats of the Olympic Games 4x100, so got a silver medal for his teammates' efforts in the final. Still in good form. There is Yohan BLAKE, the second fastest man in history, and on a good streak here. He won the Zurich 100 metres. He has a world record for the Olympic Games 4x100. That brace of silvers behind Bolt at the Games, remember, BLAKE. And he could go very, very quick here tonight. So good, this young man, Christophe LEMAITRE. His first time ever in Brussels. He was 6th in the Olympic 200 metres, won the European title, retained his European title earlier on in the summer at 100 metres. So the Frenchman goes in 6th. Inside him is Weir, so LEMAITRE sandwiched between the Jamaicans. Weir, a new name, frankly, this year on the world scene, but he's Olympic bronze medalist at this discipline. Calesio NEWMAN goes inside him. Newman going in lane 4. There has been a swap of lanes from Newman and Malcolm. Christian Malcolm was due to go in lane 2, and in fact Malcolm is out completely, and Harry AIKINES-ARYEETEY is in lane 3. So Newman is in 4 and Christian Malcolm is gone. That's a very late change. I can only think that Britain has hurt himself in warm-up. But Yohan BLAKE, well, very focused, still training hard, hungry to prove that he is the match of Bolt, even though in London, all too clearly, he is still the understudy. They had trained together, of course, under the close attention of Glenn Mills. Usain Bolt's press conference yesterday saying, I think we're going to get 6 weeks holiday, but I'd love to have 8 at the end of this long season. So Bolt then 9.87. Can he be eclipsed again by his training partner and teammate? Weir 5, LEMAITRE 6. BLAKE goes in lane 7, third from left in the blue. Away without any trouble. BLAKE, of course, in great form over 100 with a big win in Zurich, and he's already well past those outside him. Halfway around the bend, BLAKE is flying there in the blue vest. LEMAITRE's got some work to do at the moment in black in the middle, but look at Yohan BLAKE. Was he on the line there coming to the straight? It was very close, but he's building up a big lead. Coming through on the outside there is Jason Young, and what's the time? 19.54. Not as quick as we might have expected. Do you know what? I think he needed some competition. He was way out on his own well before he came off the bend and into the straight. Now I suspect Yohan BLAKE there, training partner of Bolt, gave his compatriot, the world record holder Bolt, a little bit of a scare, and I think there's a bit of a relief there in the action from Usain Bolt, because 19.54 from Yohan BLAKE, nowhere near as quick as last year, nowhere near as quick as he is capable of. But I just have a feeling that he was running out of steam in the last 30 or 40 there, Stuart, maybe even more than that. Would it have helped if he'd had Bolt alongside him? Of course, it's been a point of discussion. Why are these two not racing each other? Why are they in 100 and 200 in one meeting after another, running in different events? We mustn't detract from that great performance. 19.54 is confirmed. Jason Young, 19.92 in second place, very close to his personal best, with Christophe LEMAITRE 20.17 in third. But it's still fabulous sprinting. It says something, doesn't it, Stuart, that we can be a little bit disappointed almost with a 19.5.
Well, actually, he had a very steady first 200 metres last year, and this time he had a cracking first bend last year. We'll come back to that in a moment as we watch Hellebo in the high jump, the Belgian former Olympic champion. More comment on that 200 metres shortly. Now, Hellebo, third and final. Oh no! Well, she's gone out, and it's left 2 athletes in the competition. But nevertheless, he's a fine competitor. Hellebo at 192, 3 failures at 195, and there it is. It's not too far off at this end of the season, I must say. Just a little drift into the bar. Well, just off your shot, Eris Merritt is being introduced to the crowd here. The world record tonight. But let's just go back to that 200 metres. Last year, Blake didn't particularly run a good bend, and it was what happened down the straight that he destroyed the clock at 19.26. This time, well, we thought it's a fantastic bend. Surely he's going to do some real damage, and Usain, a sigh of relief at the end of it all, thinks, oh yeah, okay, I've still got my record, because I think he worried. You're quite right, Tim. I think he worried.
There was a distinct element of easing down from Blake there towards the end of that race. 19.54 for Yohan Blake, from Jason Young 19.92. Lemaitre in third there, the best of the rest. But Yohan Blake, well, he will remain a threat, and it leaves things tantalisingly poised for the 2013 season.